Good morning children. I hope class 7th children are watching this video and I hope you must be keeping well. So, first chapter already we had completed and second chapter we had started fractions. So, this is a continuation of this chapter fractions, and under this chapter today we are going to learn comparing fractions and addition and subtraction of fractions. So, let us see, and even after this we will see some questions also how to solve. So, let us start. Here you see we have comparing of fractions. Let A by B and C by D be two given fractions. Two fractions have been given, A by B and C by D. Then if A by B is greater than C by D, that implies A into D is greater than B into C. Second, if A by B will be equal to C by D, then that will imply A into D will be equal to B into C. Third, A by B if lesser than C by D, then A D will be lesser than B C. So, let us see how it works. Suppose you see what has been given. If any fraction you have A by B and C by D. In first case what you had? In first case you had, suppose if A by B is greater than C by D, then in this case what will be true? This will imply A into D, AD, that will be greater than B into C. By example, you see 16 by 2 you have, and you have 16 by 4. So, now you see which is greater, 16 by 2 is greater than 16 by 4, and if this will be greater, then what is true? This will imply AD means 16 4 ja 64, and BC means 2 into 16 is equal to 33. So, obviously 62 is greater than 32. So, any two fractions will be given, A by B and C by D. Then if A by B is greater than C by D, then AD will be greater than BC. So, while comparing numbers, while comparing rational numbers, this will be useful. So, you need to remember and put some other examples and you see, verify yourself and try to understand. Second example you had, suppose if the same fractions you have, A by B is lesser than C by D. Suppose the same example, if A by B is lesser than C by D. In this case what will happen? In this case again the same thing, this will imply AD will be lesser than BC. Put the value and see. Suppose A by B is lesser than C by D. So, suppose 16 by 4 is lesser than 16 by 2. In this case AD means what? 16 2 ja 32, and obviously this will be lesser than 64. Some other examples, in third case you take, suppose you have in place of A by B and C by D and both are equal. Suppose you take 2 by 5 and 2 by 5. Suppose both are equal, then in this case what will happen? In this case again AD will be equal to BC. It means here you see, you can verify 10 will be equal to 10. 2 5 ja 10 and 5 2 ja 10, both will be equal. So, this I hope you understood. A by B and C by D be two given fractions, then if A by B is greater than C by D, then AD will be greater than BC. If both the fractions will be equal, then AD will be equal to BC, and if first fraction is lesser than second fraction, in that case AD will be lesser than BC. here you see next you have compare the fractions 3 by 5 and 5 and 8, 9 by 16 and 13 by 24. So, just now what you have learned, the same method will be applied over here. By cross multiplication we have, here you have see 3 by 5 and 5 by 8. You need to compare this. So, while comparing what you need to do, just AD you find out, cross multiple you do, and BC you find out. So, AD if you are getting, what you will get, 8 3 ja, 3 8 ja, 24 and 5 5 ja, 25. So, obviously, this 25 is greater than 24, or you can write 24 is lesser than 25. It means 3 by 5 will be lesser than 5 by 8. Here you can see 3 into 8 is equal to 24, 5 into 5 is equal to 25. So, 24 is lesser than 25, that is why 3 by 5 will be lesser than 5 by 8. In the same way, second example has been given of 9 by 16 and 13 by 24. If you are cross multiple you are doing, suppose 9 by 16 and 13 by 24 you have. You need to find out AD, it means 9 into 24 and again you see 16 into 13. So, what product you are getting, 216 and 208. So, obviously, you can see 216 is greater than 208. So, 9 by 16 will be greater than 13 by 24. So, by this way we can compare rational numbers or fractions. Next you see, if two numbers were there, two fractions were there, then that method would be applied. But if you have more than two fractions, more than two numbers you have, fractional numbers, then what we will do? Here you see, find the LCM of the denominators of the given fractions, let it be m. Suppose if more than two fractions you have, you need to find out the LCM of that, and suppose that is m. Convert all the given fractions into like fractions, each having m as denominator. So, now what you need to do, all the fractions whatever have been given, that you need to convert in a fraction having denominator m, same denominator, or in like fraction you need to convert all the fractions, and then you compare. So, as in example you see, example 6 has been given, arrange the fractions 2 by 5, 3 by 10, 9 by 14, 16 by 35 in ascending order. Here you see denominators you have 5, 10, 14 and 35. So, what you need to do? You need to find out the LCM of these numbers. You see 5, 10, 14, 35, LCM you need to find out. So, LCM you got 70. And after getting 70, what you need to do, all the fractions you see, first fractions you have 2 by 5, what you need to do, this denominator is required to be converted to 70. So, this 5 should be multiplied with which number, so that denominator you will get 70. So, this will be what? 14. So, if you are multiplying denominator by 14, numerator is also required to be multiplied. So, this will be 28 by 14. In the same way, second number you have 3 by 10. So, this 3 by 10 again you see which number should be multiplied, so that you will get 70 as denominator. So, this is 7 and this will be 7 3 ja 21 by 70. Next number you have 9 by 14. So, here you see what number is required to be multiplied, 5. So, this will be 45 by 70, and next you have 16 by 35. So, again what you need to do, 16 by 35 you need to multiply with 2, so that you will get 32 by 70. Now you see these numbers you have got 28 by 70, 21 by 70, 45 by 70, 32 by 70. Now you arrange this, because you need to arrange this in ascending order. So start with smallest number. So smallest number you have 21 by 70. This one is smallest one, and then you have 28 by 70, and then you have 32 by 70, and last you have greatest number, that is 45 by 70. 1 by 70 is 3 by 10. This is 3 by 10. 28 by 70 is what? 2 by 5. And 32 by 70 is what? 16 by 35. And lastly, the greatest number you have, that is 9 by 14. So in this way you can write in ascending order. So you go through, it has been made in your book. So I hope you understood this example. Just you go through yourself and then you try to solve in your copy. I hope you will understand. So what steps we followed? If any questions, either that is written in either you need to write in ascending order or descending order. What step is required to be followed? All the denominators you write down, find out the LCM. Then these fractions are required to be converted into like fractions. So all must have equal denominator, and after converting that into like fraction, you compare that. If in ascending order you need to write down, smaller to biggest you write down, and if in descending order you have to write down, then biggest to smallest you move, and these numbers can be arranged in that way. Then you have addition and subtraction of fractions. How we will add? This is very, very important. Rule 1 is what? For adding two like fractions, the numerators are added and the denominator remains the same. If any two numbers have been given, if they are like fractions. So it will be better, you see, here you see, if like fractions are there and you need to add or subtract, what we need to do. Here you see, suppose you have 2 by 5 and 3 by 5. You need to add this. Very simple thing is there. Denominator will be remain same. Only in numerator what numbers you have, that is required to be added. So it will get, you will get 5 by 5. Any other example you take? Suppose 5 by 17 you have plus 6 by 17 you have. What you need to do? Only 17 will be written, because denominator will not change. In numerator what numbers are there, that is required to be added. So this will be 11 by 17. If subtraction is there of like fractions, the same method is required to be applied. Suppose if you need to subtract 3 by 5 minus 2 by 5, denominator will not change, you write denominator, and then numerator you write down, in between what sign is there, just you put, you see the value 3 minus 2 will be equal to 1 by 5. And in the same way, suppose this number you need to subtract, what will you do? Suppose 6 by 17 minus 5 by 17 you have, LCM you will write, or simply denominator you write, and then in numerator what number you have, you write down, and you will get 1 by 17. So one thing you need to remember, if like fractions are there, denominator you just write down, no need to change, and in numerator if plus sign is there, numerators are required to be added, if minus sign is there, numerators are required to be subtracted from one to other. So I think you understood addition and subtraction of like fractions. For addition of two unlike fractions, if you have unlike fractions, then what will you do? addition of two unlike fractions. First change them to like fractions and then add them as given in rule 1. So, what you need to do, already you learned how to change that into like fractions. Suppose you have numbers 3 by 10 and 8 by 15. What you need to do? You need to convert these fractions into like fractions, and for making like fractions what you need to do? You find out the LCM of 10 and 15, 10 and 15, 5 2 is 2, 5 2 is 10. Always you take prime numbers while dividing. 5 2 is 10, 5 3 is 15. So, finally, LCM you got 5 into 2 into 3, it means 30. Now, what we will do? 3 by 10 can be written as 3 by 10 into this denominator is required to be converted into 30. So, you need to multiply this number with 3. So, you will get 9 by 30. Next number you have 8 by 15. So, again what will you do? 8 by 15 into which number will be required? 2. So, that you will get 30 and in numerator you will get 16. Now, it is very much obvious that 16 by 30 is greater than 9 by 30. So, again you do not have to find out greater than or smaller than. What you need to do? You need to add the number. So, 9 by 30 plus 16 by 30. Denominator you no need to do anything. In numerator what number you have? That is required to be added. Even in subtraction also the same thing is required to be done. 25 by 30. If subtraction will be there, if minus sign will be there, just you put minus and then you subtract the number. And this either you can write 25 by 30, that is also the correct answer, or just you write in standard form. For writing standard form what you need to do? You need to cancel this. 5 5 is 35 and 5 6 is 30. So, your answer will be 5 by 6. And one shortcut method is there, and that is also very important. You must learn this. Suppose you have 3 by 10 and 8 by 15. What you need to do? You find out the LCM. So, LCM suppose you got 30. Now, what we need to do? This 30 in denominator what you have got, that is required to be divided by 10, or in first fraction in denominator what number you have, with that this denominator is required to be divided. So, 10 3 is 30, you got suppose 30, you divided by 10, 10 3 is 30, and what result you have got 3 is needed to be multiplied with numerator. So, this will be 3 into 3. Then if you have plus sign you put plus, if minus sign is there you need to put minus sign. Then you the same what things you applied here in first fraction. So, the same repetition is required to be done over here in second fraction. So, just you divide 30 by 15, 15 2 is 30, result you got 2. This is needed to be multiplied with numerator. So, what you got? 3 3 is 9 plus 8 2 is 16 divided by 30, and finally, you got 25 by 30. If you will cancel this, you will get 5 by 6, and this will be your answer. So, in this way also you can find out, and I think this will be more useful than that. So, try to learn in this way. Okay. Next you have find the sum again. So, easy it is, 13 by 14 and 27 by 35, just either way whatever method you feel good, by that way you can add this number. In first method what you had, convert it into like fraction, then you add, or in shortcut method what I said now, just you find out LCM and then what method has been applied in second method, that you apply and find out. Then you have properties of fractions. Addition of fractions is associative. Suppose already you had learnt in integers also, a by b plus c by t in whole plus e by f will be equal to a by b plus in whole c by d plus e by f. What property you had for integers, the same property is applied here in fractions also. Addition of fractions is commutative also, means a by b plus c by d will be equal to, if you are exchanging that or if you are interchanging that, and if you are adding, the same result you are going to get. Then you have subtraction of fractions. This already I had told you just now. I hope you understood. Only difference is there of sign. If plus sign is there, you need to put plus sign. If minus is there, you need to put minus sign. Method is similar, same. If together you have addition and subtraction, the same thing is required to be done. Nothing is different. Suppose here you see 5 by 9 minus 7 by 12 plus 1 by 2. What you need to do? 9, 12 and 2 you have. You find out the LCM. So, if you are finding out LCM, just you see 2 6 is 12 and 2 1 is 2 and 3 3 is 9, 3 2 is 6, and finally you got 2 3 is 6, 6 3 is 18, 18 2 is 36. 36 you got. What will you do now? Suppose your question you write 5 by 9 minus 7 by 12 plus 1 by 2. So, you got LCM 36. What is required to be done? This 36 is required to be divided by 9. So, 9 4 is 36, result you got 4. 4 is required to be multiplied with numerator. So, 4 5 is 20, minus the same thing is required to be done over here. You divide 36 by 12, 12 3 is 36 and 3 7 is 21, plus you divide 36 by 2, 18 you will get, 18 1 is 18. What you need to do now? See, in integers already you have learned, all the positive integers are required to be kept together and you add together. So, 20 and 18 you got 38, minus 21 divided by 36. You subtract this, 8 minus 1, 7 you got, and 3 minus 2, 1 you got, and divided by 36, and this will be your answer. Okay. So, next you see, here you see 3 whole 1 by 5 plus 2 whole 1 by 10 minus 1 whole 1 by 2 minus 1 by 4. How we will simplify this? What is needed to be done? So, two methods are there, and simplest method is what that has been given here. You see, what you need to do, this mixed fraction you have, that is required to be converted into improper fraction. So, 3 whole 1 by 5 can be written as 5 3 is 15 and 1 16 by 5, 10 2 is 20 and 1 21 by 10, 2 1 is 2 and 1 3 by 2 and 1 by 4 you have. Then this fractions you got 5, 10, 2, 4, you find out LCM. Suppose LCM you got 20, and the same method what I explained now is required to be applied over here. 20 is required to be divided by 5, 4 you will get, 4 is required to be multiplied by 16, 64 you got, and the same in the same way in other fractions also same method is required to be applied. And lastly, you will get two types of integers, one positive and negative. Positive integers you add together, negative integers you add together, and then you see which one is bigger, you subtract smaller number from bigger number. So, here you see 106 minus 35 you got 71 by 20. Now, this is also your answer 71 by 20, but this is in improper fraction, this is required to be converted into mixed fraction. 71 you divide by 20. So, you will get 23 is 60 and remainder you will get 11. So, it can be written as 3 whole 11 by 20, and this will be your answer. So, I hope you understood this. Then you have Sarita bought 5 whole 3 by 4 kg potatoes and 3 whole 1 by 2 kg tomatoes from a vendor. What is the total weight of vegetables bought by her? So, here you see so easy question it is. Two ways are there. Again I said that you convert this into improper fraction, and then what addition or subtraction is required that you do, or simply one more method is there. Here you see 5 whole 3 by 4 and 3 whole 1 by 2 you have. You need to add this. What is required to be done? Simply the whole numbers what you have, that you write together, 5 plus 3 and then plus 3 by 4 and 1 by 2 you add. You will get 5 and 3 8 plus, here you see 4 will be LCM, 4 will be divided by 4, you will get 1, 1 3 ja 3 plus 4 will be divided by 2, you will get 2, 2 1 ja 2. So, finally, you will get 8 plus 5 by 4, or you can write 8 whole 5 by 4. 8 whole 5 by 4 you got. It means what? If you are converting that into improper fraction, you will get 37 by 4, or if you are dividing this and again you are converting that into mixed fraction, you will get 9 whole 1 by 4. So, by this way I think all the examples you go through properly, you will be able to solve all the questions, and you start exercise 2A, and in exercise 2A whatever questions are there, those all are similar to the questions what I explained now. So, I hope you will be able to solve each and every questions. If you will be having any doubt, just watch again and again this video or go through the solved examples. I hope you will be able to solve each and every questions, and again then also if you will be having problem, just you tick those questions, and later when school will reopen that will be discussed. So, till then, thank you.